Aries. Aries symbol, you happily gravitate to simple activities and pleasures in the first half of the day, dear Aries. Moderation makes you feel good about yourself. Ideally, you see the value of slowing down and doing things thoroughly, and you can take this idea with you later today when transits are a little more problematic. Rushing through your tasks leads to mistakes. You might sense that directly going for something will stir up trouble. Something can interrupt the flow with a minor challenging Sun-Saturn aspect in play. Later today, you could be doubting a belief, ideal, or course of study. Inconsistency in your thinking can make itself known, or opinions clash, and it's hard to settle your mind. Still, you can learn from the experience, if only to get closer to your ideas. Taurus. Taurus symbol, early today, you recognize the practical benefits of focusing on the future, dear Taurus. It's a good time to learn, teach, or share. Later today, you could experience some feelings of discomfort or confusion about your deeper emotions, attractions, and attachments. There is some tendency to respond out of habit, and it doesn't serve you well. Wants and needs may seem to be at cross purposes to one another temporarily. The moon moves into your solar second house, and you're interested in getting comfortable and settling in. However, if you've felt some resentment towards someone, whether about boundaries, respect, money, or power dynamics, it may reach a boiling point. It can be a little tricky getting to a compromise, but it's certainly not out of reach. Gemini. Gemini symbol, you may want to tie up loose ends, reflect, catch up on rest, and heal in the first part of the day, dear Gemini. You might crave some quiet time. Later today, differences and problem areas are in stronger focus, and it's not easy to see around them. A sense that you need to put something to rest can interfere with your mindset or ability to relax and decompress. Aim to slow down and give yourself extra time. If there is any inconsistency or error in need of correction, you'll probably discover it soon. Forgive yourself if you haven't met a goal. While there can be some slow starts or wrong turns, getting back on track should be straightforward. The moon moves into your sign for a few days, and while there may be a feeling that others are standing in your way or opposing your plans in spots, attending to your emotional needs comes naturally and is beneficial. Cancer. Cancer symbol, you're inclined to focus on plans and goals related to personal fulfillment today, dear Cancer. You see the value of pacing yourself and making preparations or reparations rather than pushing forward. However, there can be minor disconnects or problems later today. Your daily routine, work, or other practical affairs can be tricky to handle effectively. If people don't value your contributions, you feel it more strongly now as the sun picks up a minor challenging aspect. Vague moodiness can reflect a temporary loss of motivation. The moon heads into your solar 12th house, where it will stay for over 2 days, arousing a desire to tuck yourself away. Extra time carved out for rest and reflection will help you decompress and replenish. Leo. You're doing some checking in with the rules or your own goals today, dear Leo, which in turn can motivate you to do your best. Reading too much into a situation may be more trouble than it's worth later today. Refinements to incomplete or weak plans may be necessary. Transits now have a way of pointing out flaws. There can be hesitation with expressing yourself openly and naturally. You may be second-guessing yourself, or you could feel that others are not receiving you very warmly. You can be a little reserved with your feelings, but it's a good time to focus on productive areas. Virgo. You're likely to feel inspired by a break in the routine today, dear Virgo, even a small one. There is a good chance you're in the position to share and interact in pleasing, beneficial ways. There are days for pushing ahead and others for maintaining the status quo, and the latter applies to today as it advances. It's unlikely to pay to make waves right now, as confidence may be lacking, or you could be misinformed. Fall back on traditional or reliable methods for best results temporarily. A moderate approach to your life is favored and can make you feel more confident and satisfied. Libra. There can be an agreement or cooperation with someone today that leaves you feeling confident, dear Libra. As the day advances, differences in opinion can sit poorly with you. Feeling overloaded or impatient can lead to mistakes if you rush things, making it best to slow down. Disconnects are possible. You can face some discouragement or frustration if communications go awry, for example. A dream or plan can hit snags. It's a good idea to face any flaws that emerge and resolve to take care of them so that you can get back on track. Scorpio. The first half of the day is good for cooperating and harmonizing, dear Scorpio. Good feelings tend to be reciprocated. There can be some minor misunderstandings, or your timing is off later today, but don't let a bit of awkwardness faze you. Try not to push topics right now. Slight tweaks and adjustments may be necessary if you're looking to get something you want. You may be feeling undervalued or slightly under the weather. A temporary lull can slow you down long enough to make valuable edits or useful research. Sagittarius. Activities related to health and work are in generally good favor this morning, dear Sagittarius. Even things that don't click into place easily don't seem to bother you, as you have a strong sense that you have enough time to get to everything you need to do. However, later today, the mood is less stable. Unfinished business might weigh on you. You may feel a little out of sync, and it can be challenging catching up, so do your best to avoid taking on more. Others may be taking things very personally, so handling people with extra care may be wise. In turn, others can arouse defensiveness or combativeness in you. However, consider that they may be showing a side of yourself or your unmet needs through your interactions. Capricorn. Minor challenging aspects can point to some disconnects today, dear Capricorn. Certain situations may only need some time to smooth out independently, and a bit of detachment can work well. Try not to take timing issues to heart. Plans could be hitting a few snags, or the people around you seem pretty self-involved. Something from your past can interfere with the present. Aim to focus on your own goals, tune out the noise around you, and enjoy some time to yourself, if possible. A conservative approach works well in the morning, but passions tend to rise as the day advances. As much as you'd like to take care of business and get things into order, the things you haven't done or unsettled matters can interfere. The moon moves into your health and work sector, and while it's only for a little over 2 days, it's an excellent time of the lunar month to get cracking on duties, chores, work, or health routines. Aquarius. Your social life has been picking up the pace, dear Aquarius. Today, a misunderstanding or fear could leave you feeling a little insecure. Technical or timing problems can interrupt the flow. It's best to keep in mind that people around you require a little more care and sensitivity than usual. Aim to keep your center and seek out activities that keep your mind busy. Still, past relationships can be on your mind in a mainly pleasant way in the first half of the day. Later today, you may not see eye to eye with a friend, but interactions with others may end up revealing hidden desires. Watch for tempers flaring and too high expectations. If there have been growing resentments, they're likely to emerge now. Positively, getting things out into the open can be purging. Pisces. In the first half of the day, your curiosity engages, and you're seeking new information or interesting interactions, dear Pisces. Life can be a little chaotic in the second half of the day, perhaps demanding a little too much of you. Too many requests or tasks can overwhelm you. You may be especially sensitive to criticism as the Sun and Saturn form a minor but challenging aspect. It may be best to be careful with wording. A little time to recollect yourself may be all you need to restore your spirits or confidence, however. You might treat today as a time for slowing down and finding yourself again. Or, you can use this energy to your advantage. The desire to get over frustrations can motivate you to make changes or put an irritating situation behind you.